Let's pretend I'm about to give you $50 million right now. How would you spend it all by the end of the week? Well, the best way is by buying one of the nicest homes on earth. If we're gonna go big on real estate, obviously let's start in Dubai. There's just something about Dubai that inspires the most magnificently ridiculous mansions money can buy. There are few as over the top as this 24,000 square foot work of art worth just over $50 million. A gorgeous marble driveway, palm trees, and a long pool greet you into this modern castle overlooking the Emirates Hills community. Somehow, the interior of this home is even more incredible. Inside there are more marble floors, leading you past columns and up 2 winding staircases. Every single room of this house is a design masterpiece. Conservative sitting areas, a modern kitchen space, and a private bar/home theater setup, this home features 5 luxury bedrooms and 8 baths. My favorite might be this bathtub covered in black marble. Dubai itself has so much to offer. It has a $20 billion mall that is the largest in the entire world. It's basically a shopper's paradise. There's also so much history there. The area offers plenty of tours to broaden your mind and, more importantly, fill up your Instagram. Then there's the Wild Wadi Water Park, if you would rather fly through a water slide than go to a beach, mall, or tour. Trust me, that's just barely scratching the surface of what Dubai has to offer. Dubai may be awesome, but my fortune fantasy has always been to own a classy Italian villa. $50 million will buy you a place like this nearly 5,000 square foot property. It features 8 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, outdoor kitchen and dining, and a 118,000 square foot garden. Once inside, you see a beautiful resort-style home with plenty of couches to lounge around in, stone walls, and beauty in every direction. Deeper into the home, you'll see a wood-covered living room that's so lovely it looks like it just sprouted out of the ground. Like literally, it has a big tree that is bursting through the cozy, naturally lit living room. The branches even stretch into the kitchen, which features even more natural light. That's because this area features some of the finest beaches in Italy. If you could look out your window and see a crystal blue ocean crashing into a beautiful sand beach, why would you ever close the curtains? As far as what you can do there, when you pull yourself away from the beach, trust me when I say there's plenty of beauty to go around. The area features beautiful cathedrals, some of the finest dining options on earth, and plenty of bars or clubs to party the night away. Of course, you could also just stay close to the beach and see the natural wonders Mother Nature provided. It's easy to rent a boat and scuba into crystal clear water full of wonders few have ever seen. Enough of all these scenic beaches, let's see some mountains. Lewiston, Montana, for instance, features the Horse Thief Basin Ranch for about $19.5 million. This property fills out 7,000 acres of pure green freedom in all directions to the horizon. This home is perfect for anyone who wants to try out that cowboy life, or anyone who's just a fan of the Yellowstone TV show. The cabin-style main house features 3 bedrooms, 5 baths, plus 2 guest houses with 2 bedrooms and 2 baths each. From the looks of it, it's a pretty simple home that offers an escape from the complications of the modern world. If you really want to go full cowboy, you can drop an additional 10 grand on one of the best quarter horses money can buy. You can also get some Holstein cows, worth upwards of $3,000 each to complete the cowboy fantasy. Of course, if that doesn't sound great, Montana has a lot more to offer. It has national parks to hike in, some of the nicest lakes to kayak, and plenty of mountains to ski down. That, or you could just stay on your massive ranch, ride out with a fishing pole, and spend the whole day fly fishing in peace. That kind of thing is definitely worth millions of dollars in the 21st century. If all that cowboy talk is making your back hurt already, let's take a trip to Los Angeles, where there's a home so nice you may never go outside again. For $48 million, you can get a thoroughly modern home that looks like the Starship Enterprise sunk into the ground. That's just the look from the outside, though. The interior is a modern design masterpiece in every room. I mean, you can't look in any direction without seeing a wall that screams, "This costs $48 million." As far as specs go, it covers 20,000 square feet, has 7 bedrooms with 10 surprisingly conservative bathrooms, and a 12-car garage. On top of all that, it features its own tennis court and a 20-person movie theater. The real sell for this one has got to be the pool, though. This isn't some average Olympic-sized concrete hole in the ground. No, this one is built right into your curved deck, with fountains, poolside seating, and a view that absolutely cannot be beaten. It has plenty of places for everything from yoga on your spacious green lawn to spending all day in your own private movie theater. So why would you ever leave? Well, Los Angeles features pretty much everything you could ever want to do. Tours of Hollywood, some of the finest restaurants in the world, some of the finest street food in the world, and all the nightlife you could want. Then there's the family fun like Disney California Adventure or Legoland. Yeah, I might leave that pool for an afternoon to go to Legoland. Unfortunately, no matter how much money you have, none of it would be enough to purchase for yourself Buckingham Palace. I checked with the royal family and they are not interested in selling. Still, if you want to feel like you're a modern British royal, this London home will give you the 21st century Downton Abbey of your dreams. It is a modern oasis tucked neatly in a sea of more classic homes. Everything from its unique architecture to its raised lawn is in service of making it pop. For $56.4 million, you'll get 10 bedrooms and 10 baths surrounded by extensive glass interiors. Even the elevators are glass. Everything from the staircase to the naturally lit dining room is the peak of class and refinement. I mean, look at this indoor pool with its own spa. On top of that, it also features an extensive garden, a home gym, and a personal tennis court. Just because having a home made of glass wasn't high class enough. As far as London goes, it is one of the finest cities in the world, with a ton of history and culture around every corner. So take your pick which tour interests you more. Of course, you could always just go up to Buckingham Palace and rub the royal family's nose in how much better your house is. You could get an incredibly modern-looking home in London, or you could get a classic estate in China that could probably fit the London home inside it. This 49-hectare property, located in the Talabajara Valley Gold Coast region, was picked up by real estate tycoon Ryu Li for $50 million. Its design was clearly supposed to be reminiscent of the kind of palace you usually see owned by European aristocracy. When you walk in, it looks like something out of a Disney movie. The interior is almost entirely spotless white with golden accents. It has grand staircases, huge golden chandeliers, 10 bedrooms with some of the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen in a 5-car garage. It also features an indoor heated pool, a sauna, and a home gym. On top of that, it also comes with its own library, a music room, and a gorgeous dining room. On the grounds, we have 2 horse stables and an orchard. But don't worry, there's a caretaker's cottage, so you'll have someone to take care of it for you. While there are so many amazing things to do in this area that it's hard to count, apparently in this home the party comes to you. Movie stars like George Clooney and his wife Amal have been guests at the home. With a house like this, the best thing you could probably do is have a house party with whatever guest list you want. The dining room can hold 16 guests, so plan accordingly. Not every home worth tens of millions looks as great on the outside as it does on the inside. This 3,965 square meter space features 6 floors, several of which run underground. For $30 million, this home, called Australia's finest house, looks a bit like a concrete monstrosity, but it lives up to the legend. It took entrepreneur Steve Shelley 4 years to build his masterpiece, which he calls Nautilus. Once you're inside, you see why. This place features 7 bedrooms, 6 kitchens, and 19 bathrooms. It also has an indoor pool, a 20-car garage, and a private beach. Every square inch of this place looks perfectly crafted by Shelley's passion. It has a sunken living room with a TV that comes out of the floor, an extensive restaurant-style kitchen, and a spot on his mantle for a motorcycle. There's even an entire room he has just for his guitars. That's just the normal stuff though. This home has all kinds of weird extras. It comes with a theater, a wine tasting room, a bowling alley, an archery range, 2 bars, a Turkish steam room, and a batcave. I'm not exactly sure what he means by batcave, but I've never seen Steve Shelley and Batman in the same room together. Coincidence? So obviously, we've got to cover at least one luxury space in NYC. Let's take a look at One Sutton Place South in East Midtown Manhattan. It has a 14-story, 42-unit cooperative apartment house overlooking the East River on Sutton Place, between 56th and 57th Street. For $45 million, you get the kind of 5-bedroom, 6-bath place that most people in New York would dream of. Built in 1925, this is one of the nicest penthouse places in the area. It has beautiful brickwork and a deck area with enough space for most NYC apartments to fit in. At the moment, it is really covered in modern pop art that really goes with the modern vibe of the remodeled place. It looks like the kind of space a 21st century Andy Warhol would put together. Each room has its own unique and interesting color palette and vibe. It also features the normal amenities you'd need. The place features a home office, a gorgeous living space, and white carpet everywhere. It has giant walk-in closets, a small home gym, and a quaint but cute dining space. While the bathrooms seem a little small for that price tag, the kitchen is a different story. It has one of the most beautiful, open, naturally lit kitchens I've ever seen. That is quite the collection of stainless steel. Seriously, can I just put in an offer on the kitchen? More than anything else, it has a fantastic view of one of the greatest cities on earth. If only we were talking about $60 million. You could snatch up that Orange County Mediterranean mansion that's been on the market for years. 10 mil too short.